Hello and welcome to Geordieland 1892. Last night, great night. Newcastle picked up a trophy. Wow. Newcastle winning the Diriyah Season Cup down in Riyadh. Yes, they took on Hilal down in the Saudi Arabian capital. And yeah, the Magpies have won a trophy this season. Could it be the start of many things to come? Let's hope so. But it was nice to see, wasn't it? It was really nice to see us lifting the trophy. Whether it means anything on the big scale of things, I don't know. But they all look pretty happy. I was. But, you know, like I say, they took on Al Hilal at the Prince Faisal bin Fahd Abdulaziz Stadium, and it looked pretty full, to be fair. I don't know what the actual attendance was. I've had a look around. I can't really see what it was, but the atmosphere looked good. It looked jovial. There was plenty of singing going on and plenty of people in there. Amanda Staveley was present, Meridad Gadossi, and of course Darren Eales and Jamie Rubin were there. Also Yasser Al-Rumayyan was there as well. 100 Newcastle supporters, allegedly, probably a few more in there, but some of them travelling from the northeast, some of them who are just expats who live in the region, obviously travelling to see that team, and a few local ones as well over there. So, you know, it looked a pretty good, busy night, and plenty of people, and apparently it was very hot, humid and sticky. It's not very hot, humid and sticky in Gateshead. It is frosty and Baltic, and that's why I've come inside. I was going to do this video walking about, like I said, but no, I prefer the comforts of a bit of heat in the house. I've become a bit of a softie over the years, I think. But yeah, so Eddie Howe names his team, and here it is here. That was the starting team. Obviously, lots of changes went on throughout the game. It was a friendly, and everybody seemed to get a chance. Everybody got a kick of the ball and a bit of the action. Now, Al Hilal came out quite punchy, quite feisty, playing some good football, some good passing movements. They looked quite the biz, actually, at the start of the game. And I have to say, throughout the game, they were very professional. They never gave up, even though Newcastle did eventually win 5-0. They were still going for it all the way through the game. But Eddie Howe did choose to start Loris Karius, our German goalkeeper, as Darlow was apparently under the weather. So he started his Newcastle debut, and you know what it is? He did very well for me. He made some very good saves in the game. He did enough to impress. 7 minutes on the clock. Joe Linton, a great cross from Murphy to Joe Linton, and he powers it home with an absolute power header. 1-0 to Newcastle. Newcastle are 1-0 up. You know, by no means Al Hilal are finished by any means. They're still going for it, and you know, this stepped up a little bit of pressure from them, and this is where Loris Karius basically came into his own. A few shots, and he made quite a good few saves, really. There was a shot that came in from the edge of the penalty area from Luciano Vito's shot, Andrea Carrillo's header, and he made a really good save from ex-Man United player Odion Igalo. He's Nigerian, but you know, he made a really good save there, and it just kept everything ticking over for Newcastle. And you know, as the game went on, well, unfortunately, Chris Wood limped off with a bit of an injury, and Sean Longstaff had to come in and replace him. But Newcastle, you know, carried on. They kept going for it. They looked bright. Their possession was really good. There were no hurry. You know, they were just keeping it calm, playing the ball around very well. And as they've learned to do, their possession and the way they hold the ball now and just stroke the ball around the park, it must frustrate teams quite often. But we have been learning to do that. We couldn't do that in the past. But, you know, patience is a virtue. And a great ball from Joe Willock to Geordieland again, and Geordieland smashes a really powerful shot at the Al Hilal goalkeeper, and it kind of just creeps under him. Abdullah Al Malaf, I believe he's called. It just crept underneath him, and it kind of trickled into the side of the goal. But 2-0 to Newcastle. And, you know, the whistle goes for half-time, 2-0 up, and they've done very well. And you knew that Eddie Howe was going to make changes in the second half just to give everybody a run out, didn't he? Like I say, changes were made, but Loris Carrier's going off and giving Gillespie a chance, the local lad, in goal. And Miggy Almiron appearing on the stage. It was nearly blushes really for Manquillo and Gillespie at a point. It was a back pass from Javier Manquillo, and it kind of nearly put it through their own net, but it did trickle away past the post, and blushes was spared. But Miggy Almiron, you know, he made an impact as soon as he came on. The Paraguayan just oozes class these days, doesn't he? It just seems to have all clicked with this kid now. And, you know, very quickly after coming on, he rattled the crossbar. A delightful shot, but there was more to come from him. Now, I thought Newcastle last night played in a really good shape. I thought their defence was solid, and I thought the midfield was very creative, especially with so many changes. Everybody just seemed to fit in very well like a jigsaw. Obviously, Miguel Almiron showing his class pretty much straight away, you know, in that second half. And unfortunately, Joe Linton, he picked up a bit of a knock, and Eddie Howe thought it would be better to take him off. And Elliot Anderson appears. Now, pretty much straight after that, Elliot Anderson plays an absolutely fantastic cross. And Joe Willock thinks he's got the third. It was offside, unfortunately, you'll see here. But, yeah, great link-up play. All aware of each other. And, you know, it was a great training exercise, really, for Newcastle last night. And a great warm-up, really, to get back into competitive football after this World Cup. So as the second half moves on, there's substitutes coming on all over the place. But to be fair, Newcastle hit the post in the 74th minute. And in the 75th, Miggy makes, well, he just makes a solo goal, really. He does all the work himself, and off he goes. And he makes it 3-0. A lovely goal from Miggy Almiron. You know, it's just, this lad just can't stop scoring at the minute. Alex Murphy, pretty much after that, comes straight on for Lewis. And, you know, not long after that, 81 minutes, Almiron's at it again, 4-0. Another great goal from Miggy Almiron. And, you know, I think during the game there was a few tasty challenges on Miggy, all apologetic from the Al Hilal players. But I just think that he really has come into his own, Miggy, now, and he's a massive threat, and he's going to get that. But, you know, on 85 minutes, Dylan Stevenson making it 5-0, supplied by Fraser. It was a great moment for him. His first team goal, and he is a local lad from Blythe, I believe. But a great night all in all, really. There was plenty changes, and it was great to see everybody getting a bite of the cherry. Now, obviously, the final whistle went, and Newcastle seemed, I don't know, it seemed a bit strange, because I don't think they're used to lifting any trophies. So they were kind of waiting by the side. Eventually, they led to the stage where Amanda Staveley was. Al Rumayyan was there. He was signing footballs as well for the referee. Yeah, and it was nice. It was lovely to see them on a podium. Firework display, lifting a trophy. And let's hope that is a good omen, and it is the first of many, the stepping stone, because I believe, honestly, we have it in our power this year to win something. we're still in the League Cup. We've got the FA Cup to go for. And, you know, we have got that Champions League spot at the moment. We are third. But who's to say? Who's to say that we couldn't just keep hacking away and maybe go for the title? Am I going insane? Am I going a step too far there? I really, probably, yes. But, you know, dare to dream, and we can all dream now, because I tell you what, the way we're playing, even in the Premier League, you know, we're playing some great football, and we're great to watch. And yes, we're allowed to dream, everybody. Anyway, a few scenes here from last night. It was great, like I say, nice to end off these training sessions that we have done. This is the second one down in the region. It always seems to do the team the world of good. So let's hope when they get back into action, you know, it's a bit like last time, and you know, we're even better again. Anyway, from me, keeper on Geordieland 1892. I just wanted to have a little bit of chat about it. I wanted to put a video up last night about this, actually, but I wasn't very well. I didn't feel very well. A bit of cold, that was all. But all the best. Like if you want to like. Please subscribe if you know, it's free. But anyway, I'll be back soon with something on Geordieland 1892. And thanks for watching, and all the best.